The first problem is cost. Now this is a huge one. The majority of affiliates don't have money to throw at campaigns. They just can't spend, you know, $1,000 each week trying to sift for gold dust. And that's a problem, because the only way that you're going to know which campaigns are hot or not is by testing them. But the problem with testing is you might have to run through 5 or 6 campaigns before you find that one winner. Now what we've done is we've set up a system whereby we have several hidden indicators that actually show us where the money is before the sales come in. So we have a very good idea of which keywords are hot and which keywords are going to be worth going after even before that sales data comes in. And what that means is we have a huge advantage over every other affiliate who's running on that particular keyword and promoting that particular product. In fact, based on my data, I've estimated that to be a 400% advantage. So potentially you could be slashing a very large amount off your AdWords costs, and seeing very quickly, far more quickly than before, exactly where the money is on any given keyword. And that's before the sales information comes in. So that's a huge benefit. The second problem that we've addressed is complexity. Again, I know that there's a number of different methods out there. There's a number of different ways to approach AdWords. There's a lot of information to take in, and the problem is that the majority of affiliates feel overwhelmed. They want a simple system that's proven to profit, that they can follow, you know, step-by-step instructions, and that's what we've done here. And we say, if you can count, well, you can profit. It really is that simple. And then the final point is that it's all about that first $100 a day and making that accessible. Even though I've been able to make $1,500 from one campaign, you shouldn't set your mind on that. What this is really about, what this system is really about, is that first $100 a day, and you being able to generate a small amount of consistent second income from home. Okay, so don't go into this thinking that you're going to become a millionaire. You're not. But if you have the right mindset and you take action, it's certainly possible that you can pull in a consistent second income using this system. And that's true even if you have no experience with ClickBank or Google. So really and truly, this is a complete Google profiteering system. It's just that simple. We've taken all these complex elements and simplified them to a point where you really don't need to know that much about any of what's going on in the background to profit. It's just like sticking your key into your car. You don't need to know exactly how the engine works to drive the car. It's the same thing here. All the complex stuff, all the techie stuff is hidden, running in the background. So how did this come about? Well, we released Google Assassin last November, and by all accounts it was probably the most comprehensive affiliate training system that's ever been released online. But one of the feedback that we got, some of the feedback we got from the customers, was that there was so much stuff that some people felt overwhelmed. So we took that feedback and we ran with it, and we tried to create a system that was completely simple, that was just a point-and-click system. Follow the instructions and profit. And it's taken us a further $60,000 to do this, to create this system. There's a lot of moving parts here. Believe me, for us to cut out all the techie stuff, we had to invest a lot of money to do that. So there's been a lot of expense invested in this, and there's been a lot of testing going on to get this system running right and to get the kind of numbers that you're seeing here. Believe me, we've invested a lot of money in this. And like I say, what we've ended up with is something that can confer an advantage of up to 400% on anyone that uses it to profit with Google AdWords. So it can slash those testing costs with these hidden prophecy indicators, these indicators that result in those crazy tracking IDs. It slashes the amount of time you need to invest to set up a campaign because of those proven website templates. And bear in mind, you'll be using the exact same template that I've used to generate this income here. So you'll be using the exact web page and the exact copy. And it slashes the learning curve because there is no learning curve. You're following my instructions. There's nothing for you to learn. You just need to follow exactly what I'm telling you to do. In fact, if you're the kind of person who likes to think about quality scores and tracking IDs, and you really want to understand this stuff, it might not be for you. This is really a a follow the instructions, connect the dots and profit kind of system. And like I say, it's all about that first $50, $100 or even $200 day. And here's a testimonial that buttresses that point. I have to admit, Chris, I was pretty skeptical when I heard about this. I was skeptical that I'd be able to clone the hottest campaigns. I was skeptical that your hidden tracking system would flag those profitable keywords with under $50 a day ad spend. But today I have to admit, our first campaign I launched has made me over $970 of clickbank sales in the last 3 days. It's not, and this is me here, it's not about making six figures. It's about finding a consistent and repeatable system. So like I say, don't be swayed by the big numbers. You're not going to make $1 million a year following this, but it's entirely possible that you're going to be able to pull in a small, consistent income. And for me, that's what it's about. It's great that I've been able to go from $1 million to $2 million a year, but if I'm completely honest with you, emotionally, that isn't the most exciting time. The most exciting time is when you initially get that first taste of freedom, when you can go from zero to even $100 a day or $200 a day. That is really the exciting part, and that's what I've been trying to get other people to over the last 2 years. And it's with that exact point in mind that we've developed Google Nemesis. It's why we've made the system so simple. It's why we've made it so accessible. And yet, luckily, despite that, as you can see, we've not compromised the profitability of the system in any way. So it's really about that initial $100 day for you. So one final thought. At this point, you should be sold on the concept of Google Nemesis. You should see exactly how profitable it is. You should see how it directly addresses the top 2 problems that affiliates and wealth builders have in 2008. The other thing you want to do, though, is you want to promote this as an affiliate. Every time that we come out with a new product, there's a feeding frenzy, and consistently our top PPC affiliates generate over $800 in a single day whenever we launch a new product. So you'll want to promote this in AdWords. You'll want to promote it on the product name Google Nemesis. You want to promote it on any related keywords, such as ClickBank or AdWords. You'll want to get behind this, and certainly if you've got a list, you'll want to jump on this, because nothing is gonna sell like this is gonna sell come Tuesday. So there it is. I've given you the $1,500 a day AdWords account. I've shown you that my income is well over $2 million per year. I've explained exactly what the system is. I've explained how it came about, why I'm so confident that you're going to be able to profit with it. And there's really very little else that I can say at this point. Google Nemesis drops on the 8th of July, and the question I'm going to put to you is, which side of the curve do you want to be on? Do you want to have this used against you, or do you want to be profiting and generating a consistent income with Google and ClickBank come Tuesday? One final point, bear in mind that irrespective of whether you purchase Google Nemesis on Tuesday, it really is possible for you to generate this kind of income from home. Okay, so despite what anyone might tell you, even if you don't purchase Google Nemesis come Tuesday, understand that it is entirely possible for you to generate this kind of money, and don't let anyone ever tell you any different to that. I've done it. I know that I've done it. I've seen friends do it, and you can do it too. So with that in mind, I hope to see you on Tuesday, and I wish you all the best.